They were down 7-0 after the Bucs scored early on an Emeka Egbuka touchdown catch from Baker Mayfield, but that 72-yarder evened it up at 7. TreVeyon Henderson, a guy that had some Rookie of the Year buzz coming into the season, but it never really came to fruition. Ramondre Stevenson was hurt yesterday, and he had 147 rushing yards on 14 carries in those two touchdowns.
So it takes sometimes just that injury. The injury to force the coaching staff to put the young guy in to go, okay, we have no more choice. We don't have a choice now.
Yep.
We got to see if he's going to sink or swim. Can he handle all the situations?
Stevenson, you get into the whole
right,
politics
they get into
of football.
all exactly right. So now they're forced to, just like Kyle Williams. They've got a few injuries at receiver. All right, now we got to play our rookie. We don't trust him with everything, but we got to play him. But I think you see there's value in those type of guys because TreVeyon Henderson is one of those few guys where you go, he can score anywhere, anytime, any place on the football field, and that's special. Not everybody can say that.
And when they deliver, you have more confidence in them, and the next thing you know, they're the starter, and the other guy's waiting for an opportunity.
Exactly right. Next week, now TreVeyon Henderson will have another more package of the offense, and they'll play there and to do that. But I'm just blown away. One, I think the Bucs are a really quality football team. And I don't even think that's the total picture of the Bucs yesterday if you watch that game. Because, they're still not healthy. Had another lineman get hurt early in the football game come out, right? One of their right guards had the groin or hamstring injury. But still, like you said, to answer the bell, kind of be on the ropes a little bit in the first half of the football game. And then, to me, the big moment that we just talked about before we came on air was really before the half. What happened before the half there? Hey, it's questionable. Mike Vrabel on a first down, first and goal on the 1, right? Decides to kneel it.
Too close to the sun on wings of Gabagool yesterday.
That's right. Decides to kneel the ball at the 1-yard line because he wants perfection. He wants to score with very little time left. He doesn't want Baker Mayfield to get the ball at the end of the half because he knows also the Patriots are getting the ball to start the third quarter. So he's trying to do the old Patriots, Bill Belichick double-double. But that was a risky moment.
Well, let's set this up just so everybody's on the same page. If they
right.
didn't see the game yesterday, I'm looking at the game book here. So the Patriots get the ball.
Yep.
It was 3rd and 2, and TreVeyon Henderson gets to the 1.
Right.
Short of the end zone. Remember, it was kind of close to reach it over, but it's first and goal from the 1 with 1:44 to play. Drake Maye deliberately didn't score on the first down play so they could run time off the clock. That took it from 1:44 down to 1:03.
Right.
Then they tried to score. TreVeyon Henderson didn't.
Yeah.
Then they tried again down to 19 seconds. TreVeyon Henderson, left tackle,
didn't.
No gain, didn't. So it came down to 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah, here's the 3rd and goal run, right? That was the one. It was close. We thought maybe he got over.
Now you've got to go for it.
No question.
You can't kick the field goal because you deliberately gave up an opportunity to score the touchdown. So on 4th and goal, Drake Maye, after Henderson gets stuffed on 3rd and goal, Drake Maye and Stefon Diggs saved Vrabel's bacon.
They really did.
Because if they don't score there and they go into the half down 10-7 and lose that game, that's our top story today. That's all anybody's talking about, that Mike Vrabel blew it.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't, and it would be impossible to know what the alternate outcome is, but doing something that unconventional, giving up, because I've had conversations with other coaches, and I know from those past discussions they would say you can't do that. You can't control when you score. This isn't Madden. That's a Madden move.
That's exactly right.
You can't do that.
And there's the Drake Maye quarterback sneak. Good job, guys, right? So here's the whole thing in succession. Up the middle, boom. And we know the Bucs, they're not going to let you run on them. They got some big people there. Here's the third down play again.
Stuffed.
And then watch this throw and catch by Stefon Diggs on 4th down. Because this is, it's not open. The Bucs switch it off perfectly. And, unbelievable job. That's where Diggs has great value. Diggs is no longer the big play guy, right? He's not the guy that's going to go 60 or 70. But, man, he makes so many good catches, 8, 10, 12, 15 yards down the field. He works that middle part, the underneath part that Josh McDaniels has such a big role in his offense. And that was an incredible moment. That's one where, the players bailed the coach out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do that again. He got lucky once. That's one that you don't go back to. That's a well you stay away from. But it worked. It ultimately worked. And it easily could have blown up. And again, that would be the biggest story in the NFL, and everybody would be saying that Mike Vrabel blew it, that he blew a victory, that he got greedy, and it exploded in his face, and you just got to score the points when you can. But it ultimately did work out. And by the way, when Diggs scored, There were no pumps this week.
No
he
pumps
had been
on
doing
either?
one pump.
Yeah.
See, I think what happened was one pump wasn't enough to get the attention of 345 Park Avenue because they did it 2 weeks ago, like a group. Remember, we showed it. And some of the guys restrained because they're like, I'm not getting a fine. I'm going to act like I'm going along, but I'm not doing the pump. I'll do this, but I'm not doing the pump.
Right.
Then Rico Dowdle does the 2 pumps. He gets the fine, and I think somebody realized, hey, our rule has to be 0. And, I mean, if the whole thing is obscene gesture, whatever that is, 1 is no different than 2. It's no different than 3.
It's actually hilarious where real life is imitating art. I mean, real life is imitating the actual skit by Key and Peele, right? That I had to show my son last week, and we laughed because I was like, wait, you don't understand the history of this? So I was showing my wife and my son, and they couldn't get over it. They were laughing on the couch. But I was like, and oddly enough, in the NFL right now, if you do 1 pump, they don't call anything. And my wife goes, are they getting mad at you for calling it a 2-pump chump? And I was like, no, I haven't had anybody say anything so far. But yeah,
by the way,
it is hilarious.
Sources
really
telling me that you referred to Key and Peele at one point last week as P and Keel.
I might have. Yeah. wouldn't shock me.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.